everybody, my name is Lisa, recipe developer at InnoChef Malaysia. Today I'm going to show you how to make stuffed crust pizza balls. Let's get started. So first things first, you need to do the dough. Okay, so for the dough, you're going to need water, some salt and sugar, some yeast, and some olive oil. Once all the wet ingredients go in, now the dry ingredient, which is the flour. This is bread flour. So now we're going to knead it for 3 minutes. Okay, that was 3 minutes of kneading done. So you're going to tip it out onto a clean work surface. There's a little bit of dough stuck in there. Just take the main dough and just collect it all out. So this little dough, we need to lightly knead it just to shape it into a smooth dough ball. You don't have to knead it by hand for too long. That's it. That was 10 seconds. So get yourself a clean bowl, and there's a little bit of olive oil in here. Okay, rub it all around. You're going to rest the dough in this bowl for 1 hour. To keep the humidity in there, I'm going to wrap it with plastic wrap. Now we're going to prove it in oven for you for 1 hour. Okay. Fill up your water tray. Place your dough inside oven for you. Set it with menu, function 20, and press start. So you want to prove it for 1 hour, so adjust the timing, and that's it. We'll be back in 1 hour. Right, the dough has been resting for 1 hour, and this is what it looks like. Okay, it has doubled in volume. So before we start rolling this out, you need to prepare the filling ingredients. Okay, I have some sausages, some mozzarella cheese, and some pizza sauce with some fresh basil. Once you've prepared these ingredients, there are other things that you need to do first before you start rolling. First, you need to preheat the oven for you at 170 degrees for 10 minutes. This is to dry out all the moisture that's in there. Okay. Secondly, you need to have an oven-proof baking dish and spray it with a little oil. Set this aside. Third, you will need a silicone mat and a rolling pin. If you don't have a silicone mat, you can work directly on the table. Tip it straight out on to the silicone mat. You'll be very tempted to touch it and knead it, but you don't need to do that. Okay, so now just straight away roll it out into 40 cm length and 30 cm width. Okay, once you get it to roughly 40 cm by 30 cm, we're going to cut it into 24 pieces. If you can't get a perfect rectangular shape, it's okay. So how do you cut 24 pieces? You cut it in half first. It will shrink back, it's okay. And then cut into another half. There, I got 4 pieces. Now, widthways, I'll do the same. So I need to cut 3. The corners tend to be a bit thicker, it's okay. Just let it be. There. Right, that's roughly 24 pieces. If your kitchen is breezy or air conditioned, you want to keep it covered with a damp towel. But today I switched everything off, so it stays nice and moist here and it won't dry up the surface. If it tends to dry up, just sprinkle with a little water and you can just leave it there. So you take one piece, stretch out the sides. Okay, leave the center untouched. You want it to be thicker. Okay, and then just put a little bit of tomato sauce. I know you'll be tempted to put more sauce, but try not to, or else it will leak out when it's baking. This is a bit of cheese next. Okay, a piece of sausage, and tear a piece of fresh basil and gather the sides up. So pinch it into a little parcel. Okay. Pinch the base together and try to roll it into a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's all sealed inside. Okay. When you bake it, it will tend to leak a bit, but it's okay. And in it goes. So repeat with the other pieces. Tomato sauce, some cheese, piece of sausage, and a piece of basil. If you don't fancy the taste of basil, you can use dried herbs. Pinch the bottom to seal it up, and then turn it around. Just lightly roll it in between your fingers and plop it into the baking dish. Right, all the stuffed crust pizza balls are prepared and rolled out. Okay, it's arranged neatly in a baking dish. So before we bake this, I'm going to brush it in a mixture of melted butter, mixed herbs, garlic powder, and a little bit of onion. Right, now we're going to bake it in a preheated 3-quart oven for you with bake mode at 170 degrees for 30 minutes. Right, after half an hour of baking, I've taken the pizza balls out of the oven and rested it for half an hour. You need to let it rest because if you start eating it, you're definitely going to burn your fingers and your mouth. Okay, so this is perfect for sharing like a weekend party thing, kids' birthday, or even snacks at home. Okay, so how to eat it is just grab one piece. Okay, I'm going to show you the inside. Okay, this is what it looks like on the inside. So the best way to eat it is to dip it in some pizza sauce and tastes like pizza. The little piece of basil in there makes a world of difference. The crusty, herby, garlic butter oil that we brush on top gives it a lovely flavor. The cheese and the sausages. What else can I say? Once you start eating this, I seriously doubt that there will be any leftovers. But if there are, you can easily reheat it in the air fryer for like 5 minutes just to get some heat through and it will be good as new. But yeah, like I said, I don't think there will be any leftovers. I hope you make this recipe. It is really fun to make and much more fun to eat. I hope you enjoyed watching today's segment. Thank you very much and bye.